lot of free tacos lately. Luka with 60. He's at the podium.
Luka lost in the 60 points. Forgot to ask you on the court about the 5 steals. So did you want to comment on that? The defense?
Pretty impressive, right? 5 steals not bad.
Luka, you scored 100 points in the last, 23 and a half hours. I guess, obviously, we can see this day here, and I'm just curious, what's it been like experiencing it with this team and kind of the way they've celebrated it with you?
I mean, that's what it's all about, You see everybody celebrating on the bench. It's like it shows that we care a lot about each other, and that's what great teams do, Just makes my heart happy, seeing them celebrate my 60-point game.
Look, you've led the league in scoring most of the season, but when we asked you about your play, maybe December, January, you were saying you hadn't really been playing your best basketball. What's allowed you to get in this kind of run that you've been on the last, 2 months?
What's allowed me? It's a good question. I mean, just trusting, my game. I know if some games I won't have it, I've been here. You're not going to have always great games. I've been here, so you just got to trust in yourself. I got all the support from teammates, which helps me a lot. And like I said before, that explains a lot about the team we are.
Hey, Luka, JJ said you should be included in the MVP conversation, and then you hear the entire crowd chanting MVP as you're shooting free throws. So what are your thoughts on that?
It was pretty impressive, especially away game in Miami, you hear the whole crowd chanting MVP. It was, what I think every player wants to hear. So, I got a little goosebumps, so it was pretty special.
Just as a follow-up to that, are you surprised you're not more prominently included in that conversation?
It's you guys, media. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Luka, I mean, it's a difficult back-to-back, losing an hour and then, going to Miami after Houston. This could have been a game where both you, LeBron, and Austin are all out, but you guys all decide to play. What is that belief and that mentality of we can still win this game that might be kind of a quote-unquote scheduled loss?
Yeah, I mean, that was great. Obviously we didn't know if we were going to play. We ended up doing all 3 played. Did you mention this after the game? Us 3 with Smart, we play the most minutes usually. So for us to, play, obviously we had some things going on, a lot of little things. But that's, like I always say, that explains the team, we're all in this together.
Luka, what's that? LeBron talked about it, JJ talked about it as well. What's it mean to you when, we saw it here a couple weeks ago when Bam had the 80 or 83, whatever it was, how teammates just rally around a guy when they're on one. What's that mean to you, the way your guys reacted tonight when you were 50, 55, 58, 59? What did that mean to see them all reacting the way they were?
I just said it before, it's pretty special. I got all the trust from my teammates, and that's where you feel the best. We trust each other, and that's the best feeling.
Luka, obviously the 8-game winning streak is the best you guys had all season. You've won 11 of your last 12. What was done or what was said to help you guys maintain the belief and confidence in this group, even when things weren't going as well, maybe say in December or January?
We always had confidence. I think we had a lot of injuries. It was a lot of different starting lineups, a lot of different guys playing.
Doesn't matter. He passes who?
D'Angelo is the all-time single-season record holder now in Laker history, but we just had a lot of other stuff going on, so.
Yeah, I mean, scoring 60 normally helps you move up a few lists.
It does. When you have 9 threes, you gotta keep going.
That helps.
LeBron James with Mike Trudell in the media.
All right, Eric Spoelstra said before the game that you're giving Father Time hell, and I suppose this is the perfect sort of back-to-back at your age, right? Get here at 5 a.m. to show that. Can you just kind of take us through the mental and physical toll of that and how you're able to pull through it?
Definitely a mental and physical toll. Obviously, we got in at the time we got in. I don't think anybody got much sleep last night. Just wanted to see how the body feel, how the mind felt. Once we all kind of got going, once I got going this afternoon, and they wanted to come in and see how the body felt after some of the routine things that I do and the treatments things that I do. and decided to give it a go. We all decided to give it a go, so that's a big gritty win for us on the road, especially under circumstances.
I think the 10th assist to get you the triple-double was Luka's either 8th or 9th three right there in the 4th. You've had special nights like that from a scoring standpoint. What did you make of his night?
Oh, you see how we all reacted on the floor. We were super happy that he was able to get that last free throw to go to give him a 60-piece. But it was just in the flow. It wasn't even like he was trying to force his way to get it. I mean, everything came.
It's tight, making shots like last night and tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we got guys that's been in this situation before. When it's crunch time, how to make plays, what needs to be ran, how to slow down the team, mellow the team, and chaos. So to be able to rely on that is very, very important for a ball club.
There's been obviously a lot said about your team. There's always a lot said about your team, but in particular, kind of the fit between yourself and Luka and Austin. Are we just seeing three smart players figure it out? Is that what we've seen just kind of over the last few weeks?
I think for us it's always been about time. Just haven't really had a lot of time to actually put in the work on the floor with one another. Obviously we had a little bit of last year, but Luka was just getting to the team, trying to get comfortable with what we wanted to do. We were all trying to get comfortable with what all three of us wanted to do. I'll start the year not in the lineup. AR had a moment where he was out, so it's just trying to figure it out, and then I was out a couple weeks ago and was able to come back and see how I can best fit fit those guys because they were just playing so dynamic off one another. So, it sells papers a lot easier and clippings and podcasts if you say LeBron, their team is better off without him. A lot of people will try to view it, so I get it. They're absolutely wrong.
Can you talk about the evolution of performance and recovery technologies over these 23 seasons and what has been a game changer for you, something maybe you will keep using?
Obviously everything gets better. Everything. That's just evolution. It doesn't matter what it is. You can look at a phone from 23 years ago compared to now. You look at cars from 23 years ago to now. You look at everything. Everything can get better, and that's modern technology has definitely helped a lot of performance and whatever the case may be. But also at the same time, a lot of things that I was doing in high school is some of the same things that I'm doing now as far as recovery. As far as stretching and icing, and the most important recovery is sleep. And things of that nature. I've been doing a lot of that, soft tissue work and things since I was in high school. So I have a routine, and obviously me and Mike, he's somewhere around here. Me and Mike has built a program over the last 22 years, and we follow that to a T. And I understand that my body is the most important, and availability is the most important when you out there with your teammates. Being out on the floor with them means a lot, and I've always taken that seriously.
Now, your commentary's been about living in the moment, but how's it hit you to tie the all-time games played record that Robert Parrish has had for 30 years in a city where it was such an important part of your career? Those 4 years you played.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that, but it is pretty cool to be, like I said, availability. I've always wanted to be available to my teammates after them, and also about me personally. So shout out to Chief. He's super cool. He's dope. I like him.
All right, most triple-doubles all time. Russ, Jokic, the Big O, Magic, and LeBron. Tonight.